Okay. So, yeah, you are in front of the lectern. You just cast Detect Magic on it.
Yes.
Like I said, it is a very complex tangle of enchantments.
Mm-hmm.
There's this spell in D&D called Contingency, basically,
All right.
where you cast it on yourself and you cast it with another spell, so that if a certain um, prerequisite is met,
Mm-hmm.
the spell that you cast it with goes off in response. Um, this is like this is actually only two contingencies. There is some sort of divination spell that is attached to it, and apparently, um, depending on what it finds, it will either produce an illusion or some sort of teleportation effect.
The only other ways out of this room are the melted tunnels, then?
Yeah.
I guess it'll be worth it. Actually, what was my troll companion's name again?
Gens.
Gens.
Genz.
So, yeah, I'll explain that the lectern's ensorcelled with such and such, and that there's a good chance the dragon outside is run by this.
I mean, I don't think so, because, well, Wash, he puts his hand on the
Mm-hmm.
plate, and when he pulls it up, you can see that it has lit up, and he sort of shakes like something like a shiver went up his spine. And standing before you is sort of a representation of an old human man.
Oh.
Yeah, sort of in a very like storybook way.
Mm-hmm.
Like this is an old guy.
Yeah.
Um, and it says in very old Talarian, um, "Thou art not allowed to enter." Then it just goes away.
Ah. How far have you been in here?
Every troll comes in here eventually.
Have you explored everything in here?
Yeah.
Ah. Maybe probably should have asked you that when I first started looking, shouldn't I have? So I take it all the interesting things are probably gone out of here then.
Oh, those melted tunnels don't lead anywhere.
No?
No.
Hmm.
They either dead end or just like cut back on themselves and come out on the other side.
I see.
Someone a long time ago was apparently really wanting something on the other side of the wall, but there wasn't anything there.
I see. Right. I'm going to try something, I tell him. Is there any way I can try to discern where the teleportation spell goes?
Nope.
Screw Screw it. I'm gonna give it a try. I'm gonna try and work the teleportation spell.
Okay.
I also inform him he may want to step back if he doesn't want to travel with me, because I have no idea what I'm doing, I tell him. Okay, screw it. I'm going to try and force the teleportation to go off.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, like that, huh?
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, this is an interesting development. Go on.
Damn it. I feel like everything that I'm supposed to do is obvious, but I'm just like waltzing fucking by it in my own head. I think I'll take your hint and touch the fucking plate.
Okay.
Okay.
As you touch the plate, you know why Gins shivered. You are filled with the rather uncomfortable feeling of being drunk.
Oh. Okay.
Well, what's so uncomfortable about being drunk?
Yes.
Ask a glass of water next time.
Oh.
It's just one of those moments where it happens pretty instantly, but like from your own perspective, it's a little bit drawn out.
Yeah.
because you still haven't dispelled your detect magic, you can see the divination is basically processing the information that it just had, and then at the same time that you teleport, you can see it switch to activate the teleportation effect.
Oh, okay.
So that happens, and you are now standing in a room that is basically identical
Uh-huh.
in front of another podium
Uh-huh.
that is, like I said, identical except for not weather stained. And except for this room, while there's another lighting enchantment in the ceiling, it is more like bright, direct daylight, high noon. Before you, there is an exit.
Is it the only exit?
It is the only exit.
I will go to the only exit.
Okay.
Also looking around for magical stuffs since I can.
Other than the light enchantment and what appears to be another teleportation effect, but without the divination requirement, on the podium, there's nothing in this room.
All right.
The other thing that you notice, because I forgot to mention this last time, is that the climate in here is vastly different. It is bone dry and relatively cool. As you go to the exit, which is already open, you see that you're in a hallway, and it has 8 doors, including the one you are currently leaving. 6 on either side and 1 on the far end. All of them are open.
All right. Take a peek in the leftmost door, I suppose.
Okay, so this is totally going to contradict what I said last time because I don't remember what order they were in, but I do remember what they were. Yeah, this is a storeroom, I think.
All right.
But everything that was stored in here has gone off. All of it was magical reagents.
All right.
Everything in here is just dust.
Fair enough. All right. Second left. Or middle left.
Middle left is a very Spartan library.
All right. So is everything also turned to dust in the library?
No, but like I said, it's very Spartan. There's only basically one bookshelf of books. There's, all of the ink is dust. This was like a research library. There's a desk, and there are a bunch of paper on it, but
nothing really interesting in there.
No.
All right. Well, on to the next one then.
I think that one was the bathroom.
All right. And the last one
is a workshop. You recognize all of the tools inside it. This is a workshop for making golems. Oh. Sadly, there are not any actual projects that appear to be in process. There are merely the tools that you would need to use
to make them.
It's also a fairly small golem workshop. You couldn't actually make any of the super hardcore golem.
Middle right.
In armory, there are a bunch of ancient weapons, but all of them are very boring. It's basically everything that would fit into the martial category. There isn't any actual armor here. They're just weapons.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
Fuck, I forgot. Actually, this will be the first room where this would come up. There is an alcove in the right side of the room. Now open, and you can tell that there would have been a concealed door there, but it would have been basically melded into the stone, so it would have been something that you would have had to search very hard to find. Inside, there is actually an enchantment project that was half finished.
All right.
It is a gleaming silver breastplate that appears to be sized for a relatively burly human.
So way too big for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also, like I said, half finished.
Half finished. And way too small for a troll. Although definitely interesting and something to make a note of.
Okay. The last one
Mhm.
is a, like I said, another very Spartan bedroom.
Mm.
It has a bed, a vanity with a ewer on it.
Mhm.
The ewer is magic. Actually, nice. It's ceramic.
Is there a basin?
Yeah, nothing happens.
Oh no. Ah,
Um,
I thought maybe it would just produce warm water or something.
it needs a command word, but yes, it will produce water.
No, no words on it.
I mean, yeah, it's like glazed blue ceramic, but it's
I'll give it a few attempts. I mean, having just water whenever you need it could be very, very useful.
sure steal from the ancient Beckdal of the sorcerer that you're trying to get help from.
You actually do have a good point. Never mind. I kind of meted that he wasn't here in my head, and I forgot about that. Anyway, on to the last door then.
Okay, the last door is a very expansive, much more general arcane workshop.
Mm-hmm.
In the middle, there is a slab.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a big slab of raised, smooth stone. Um, and in here, the air is a little bit more humid.
Mm-hmm.
Well, everything else was very much so in its place,
Mm-hmm.
and all of the others. This place has actually been disturbed and quite recently. Um, and also, this room has humidity. It's lingering and sort of like leaching into like some of the furniture in here, but um, yeah, there's actual like moisture in this room, and there is another alcove. The alcove opens up into another hallway,
Mm-hmm.
which leads into another circular room. In the middle, on a dais and floating slightly above it,
Mm-hmm.
is a map representing Duran and its moons.
Oh.
This is probably what you came here for, the
Mm-hmm.
Betrayer's Orrery, which, now that you look at it, is kind of ironic because the only celestial bodies that it has are Duran's two moons. The actual physical part of the orrery is this big metal contraption that is a bunch of metal discs that have lenses set into them. And if you play with it a little bit, you can see that each of the lenses does something to the projected illusion. As it is now, it's just the globe, and it has the basic two-dimensional
Mm-hmm.
geography
Yeah.
of Duran, and it's all blank. But if you move the top one,
Mm-hmm.
like one click to the left or something, it'll put a geopolitical map up over the geography, except it's extraordinarily outdated.
Fair enough.
It still has Tel Vimbror as being part of Eridorianus. You
Mm-hmm.
can see, and as it gently rotates, um, there are these pulsing blue lines that
Look like ley lines.
that you take to be for ley lines. There is actually only one area of the map where there aren't. Well, actually, there are two, but there's one area of the map where there aren't any ley lines at all. And then there's Phelan, where it's basically one giant graphical glitch, and in the middle, just nothing.
Mm.
Like literally no underlying globe or anything. Just like there's just a solid nothing in the illusion. But of interest, the point where there are no ley lines
Mm-hmm.
is north of Cork.
Well, I suppose that's my best clue. And I'm also rather thinking that they probably found Jasper already. Or, at the very least, found this place and saw that and head out. Since there does seem to have been some activity here.
Yep.
So, no, it's clear that I need help. Uh, I'm going to have to go back and talk to. What was Van Deer's? How did he introduce his name? Introduce himself again?
Ostras Sumala. This thing is probably the first artifact you have ever seen.
Oh.
Yes, this is an artifact level item. And as you look at it, you realize that it's not even finished yet.
Mm-hmm.
There are obvious holes in the enchantment where things were supposed to go later.
Mm-hmm.
Probably the actual orrery function of the orrery.
Yeah.
A massive divination linked to an illusion and certain things that can be basically pre-recorded. You're guessing by reading in between the lines, the map was supposed to be able to update itself.
Mm-hmm.
And it does because, the Virgin lands are in it.
Yeah.
But geopolitically, it also has a teleportation effect linked to it.
Oh, shit. Bonsai, I suppose. Alright, well, I'll fold up my map of ley lines and such.
You need to interact with the illusion somehow. You get that.
Okay. The disturbance where there is,
Where there was the graphical?
above Cork.
Okay. Just making sure.
Yes, no. I was like, well,
Let's go to fail.
Like, no, you've got an entirely different adventure going on now. Did you touch the black hole?
No, it's not a black hole. There's literally nothing there.
Yeah. All right. Well, we're gonna make you a different adventure, but all the problems are solved now.
No, you still have all the problems.
Well, yeah. Anyway,
You're still probably slowly dying from a crystalline cancer that you cannot stop.
Yeah.
I'm sure Phelan will make that better.
Tap.
You feel that the orrery has recognized that you want to do something, but you haven't commanded it properly.
Teleport me to Quark?
Go lore check.
Okay. Two.
So would you like to outright fail or succeed with a cost?
Oh, shit. I think I'd like to re-roll, actually.
Are you sure?
Yes!
Really? It'll be fun.
For who?
Me?
Mm-hmm. So, you get there, you're missing your legs.
You're half ogre now for some reason.